Good afternoon. I was asked by someone to look at a particular video by Bryan Denlinger and his wife for telling people to get rid of marriage licenses and stop using insurance and that type of thing. Now, if you want to go and move to Alaska, live off the grid, in Maine, wherever you want, that's fine. That's fine. It's your business. But it has nothing to do with Scripture. It has nothing to do with Scripture. Now, I'm going to show these people don't even know what the words mean that they're using. And so let's look at it goes to Genesis 18, and he sees the word surety there. Surety, look at the word up. In that context, means confidence. It has nothing to do with insurance. It has to do with confidence. That the Lord said, "I will surely bring a child to Sarah."
Have on your entire body, if he knows everything about you, don't you think he knows how to take care of you without your stupid man-made insurance system? Just think about that for a second.
Yeah. Let's continue here. Genesis chapter 18, verse 9. And they said unto him, Where is Sarah thy wife? And he said, Behold, in the tent. And he said, I will certainly return unto thee according to the time of life. And lo, Sarah thy wife shall have a son. And Sarah heard it in the tent door, which was behind him. Now Abraham and Sarah were old and well stricken in age, and had ceased to be with Sarah after the manner of women. Therefore Sarah laughed within herself, saying, After I am waxed old, shall I have pleasure, my Lord being old also? And the Lord said unto Abraham, Wherefore did Sarah laugh, saying, Shall I of a surety bear a child which am old?
Spinning.
There's the word again.
Yeah, it means confidence. Certainty. Well, certainty, that's what it means there in that context.
Is anything too hard for the Lord?
Of course not. Sarah was in the Hall of Fame of Hebrews 11:11 for faith. Abraham laughed in Genesis 17 as well when he was told he was going to have a son from Sarah.
At the time appointed I will return unto thee according to the time of life, and Sarah shall have a son. The Lord's saying, hey, I'm going to take care of it. Now look at this. I always like this verse. Verse 15.
Yeah, it was a miracle.
Then Sarah denied, saying, I laughed not, for she was, what? Afraid? Did Sarah love the Lord completely? No, she had some fear.
She had fear because she was laughing. She knew it was God, and God caught her in a laughing. That's what she was afraid of. She got caught laughing inside her, and God knew she was laughing. That's what she was afraid of. But she's in the Hall of Fame, in Hebrews 11:11, which the modern versions, by the way, change.
She was afraid. And he said, Nay, but thou didst laugh. Don't think you're going to get by God on this whole issue. Don't think that you're going to be able to just...
It doesn't do insurance. They think that they see the word surety there and they think it has to do insurance. These are loonies.
Pull the wool over his eyes and say, well, you know, I have to. I mean, I don't really have a choice. You know, they force it on me at work and they da-da-da-da-da and stuff. You would do well to get away from that thing.
Yeah, you gotta move to Alaska and go off the grid if you want. I mean, that's basically what you have to do to get away from it.
Next we're going to go to Proverbs chapter 6. Proverbs chapter 6 verses 1 and 2. It says, My son, if thou be surety for thy friend, if thou hast stricken thy hand with a stranger, thou art snared with the words of thy mouth, thou art taken with the words of thy mouth. Oh boy. You know, there again, you know, I remember back when I was working, before I got saved.
That's with co-signing a loan. You don't co-sign loans. That's what it's talking about. Don't be a surety for someone else. Don't put your name as a co-signer to a loan. This guy's going to start talking about he has insurance. They don't know what the word means. They can't even read English. They don't understand context. Look up the word surety and see the different meanings. They don't understand it. And they're going to give you advice.
The last job I had, they gave us health insurance and things like this. And it was like at first it was good health insurance. Then we switched plans and things.
This has nothing to do with Proverbs 6 and the surety. Co-signing. Not co-sign from someone is a good idea. Do not co-sign for anybody. Even your children do not co-sign because you're responsible for the debt.
And it was like, well, if you're going to sign up for this thing, we're going to need to, we'll give you incentives if you can prove to us that you're losing weight, and, and we got to have periodic checkups and everything just to make sure and stuff. What's going on? You sign up for health insurance, you sign up for different...
That's nothing to do with Proverbs 6 and being a surety. It's still co-signing. They can't read English.
Different types of insurance, you are giving the insurance company rights to control you. All right? You sign up for homeowners insurance, guess what they want?
It has nothing to do with Proverbs 6. Being a surety for your friend is co-signing for him. If you've co-signed for someone, go there and get it fixed. Do not get it off your record and take care of it, because now you're responsible for the debt. They don't know what you're talking about. Two loonies trying to give you advice on how to live as a Christian.
They want lists of what you have.
And the value of every single item. Your high value items.
Yeah. I saw there was a guy on YouTube, he's a gun guy and whatever else, and he has this big collection.
This has nothing to do with being a surety in Proverbs 6. See, they think surety just means insurance. So every time you see the word surety, they think it means insurance. In Genesis 18, it had to do with certainty. For surety, she was going to have that child. Here it means co-signing for a loan, Proverbs 6. They're going to give you advice how to live.
Military firearms, and he's like, I got an insurance policy on my military firearms collection, and he's like, and what they wanted was a record of all that I have and their worth. And I'm thinking, boy, you're brilliant, Obama's always saying we need to get rid of the guns, we need to get rid of the guns. Here this guy is, he's yoked up to an insurance company, and they have pictures, they have full collar pictures and value of all the guns the guy has.
It has nothing to do with Proverbs 6.
It's like, think about that one there, buddy. But something could happen. I could lose my guns. You're going to lose your guns because you're yoked up to insurance. Duh. And how many people, something could happen if I, don't have health insurance, something could happen to me. And you know what I've seen over the years?
He just read Proverbs 6 and has not explained to you what it means. He just saw the word surety and thinks it means insurance. There it has to deal with co-signing for insurance, being a surety for someone else's debt.
When you have health insurance, something will happen to you. You know why? Because God says, hey, you're not relying on me. You rely on your health insurance. The Bible talks about the wicked being taken in their own ways. When you become...
I've seen shows of people in Alaska off the grid, and a lot of bad stuff happens to them. They don't have health insurance. So this idea, because you have health insurance, bad things are going to happen to you. Well, I watch these guys on the shows, and these guys are off the grid, and they're very independent. Bad stuff happens to them too.
Like it as a Christian, and you say, hey, I'm going to have health insurance, I'm going to have homeowners insurance, I'm going to have all this other stuff. My niece and her husband, just newly married, they're like in there, I think she's like 18 or something like this. But my niece, they had a house fire, and their insurance covered it. You know why they had a house fire? And they're not saved or anything, but the point is, I believe they had a house fire because of their insurance policy.
Lunacy. So because they had insurance, they had the fire. So people without insurance don't have fires.
I've seen that thing. I've seen it so many times.
I'm going to stop here. I don't know what, just because I want to upload this quick. This shows you. They don't know even surety means. Proverbs 6 is talking about co-signing for a loan. In Genesis 18 was talking about surety, not dealing with insurance. It has nothing to do with insurance. It has to do with certainty. That God said, for surety, you're going to have that child. you take advice from lunatics, you're going to get lunatic advice. I mean, these people are lunatics. They don't know what they're talking about. You know, oh, you got a fire because you had insurance. Well, what kind of reasoning is that? I mean, about people without insurance don't get fires. So anyway, just, you know, somebody asked me to look at it. Don't let's take pay any pension to these people. They're off the rocker. They're off the rocker. They just want to be off the grid, and then they're making that the criteria for being a Christian. That's the issue. Now, I said, I watch the shows of those people in Alaska. They live off the grid. They don't have electricity. They don't have bathrooms. They're out there. You know, fine. They want that. That's great. That's great. That's their right to do that. They want to live out. That's fine. But that isn't spiritual. There's nothing spiritual about living that way. He's telling people to get rid of the marriage license and stuff like that. For personally, yeah, I think the marriage license is an added thing to the state, but it exists. So, you know, you go through that. But the reality is these people are just in their own little mindset, and they can't even read English. Surely in the verses that they read there, both in Genesis 18 and Proverbs 6, they didn't even explain them. It has nothing to do with insurance in Genesis 18. It has to do with certainty. And in Genesis, in Proverbs 8, Proverbs 6, it has to deal with co-signing a loan. Co-signing a loan, and that's a good principle. Do not co-sign for loans, because then you've made yourself responsible for that debt. So, hopefully it's a short video. Just don't pay attention to these people. They don't know what they're talking about. Amen. Thank you.